So I'm going to be reading a fan fiction. I honestly don't know what this fan fiction is supposed to be of, but it's called A Spooky Dirk Jake Halloween, 5 Days of Dirk Jake. I don't know what this is, and I don't know how I got here. But we shall begin with Chapter 1, Trick-or-Treating. No. Please? Absolutely not. But it's our first Halloween together. Yeah, and we're in our 20s. The olive-skinned boy frowned. Age is just a number, he huffed, crossing his arms. I want a trick-or-treat. The taller but lankier male rolled his eyes. Not to the adults handing out candy. I'll buy you an entire bag of any candy you want. Even those caramel-covered green suckers you love oh so much. He pleaded. He really didn't want to have to go get all dressed up in a random ass costume and walk around for hours begging people for candy. He never did it as a kid, and he doesn't want to now. Growing up with Bro, Dee, and Dave, Dirk never really did anything special on Halloween. Yeah, I still have no idea who any of these fucking people are. Anyways, it was just another night. The only thing he did on Halloween is binge scary movies with Dave while Dee was out doing big director stuff, most likely. And Bro was somewhere probably at some Halloween party getting drunk with teenagers. Jake persisted. Strider, you have never had a proper Halloween, and neither have I. Grams always made me bless and sage the house and cast a few protection spells. She didn't want me out on the streets alone while all that evil was running amok. He pouted. A very superstitious woman. Rest her soul. Dirk nods. Your grandma was a cool little witchy lady. He smirked. Jake nods, agreeing with him before pouting again. Hey, don't change the subject, Buster. I still want to go trick-or-treating. We could do a totally ironic costume too if you want. A couple's costume. Ketchup and mustard, or salt and pepper, something cheesy and ironic like that, he bribes. Dirk thinks about it for a second. Can we get those shitty plastic pumpkin buckets? He asks quietly. Jake gets a big smile on his face and kisses the other male on the forehead, gleaming, anything for you, darling. Later that night, after trick-or-treating, Dirk and Jake sat on their living room floor, sorting out all the candy, a sucker in Jake's mouth, and a piece of gum in Dirk's. Okay, Jake says, removing his caramel green apple sucker from his mouth. I'll trade you these dum-dums for those gumdrops. Dirk squints. Add in a Tootsie Roll and we have a deal. Huh. Dirk really knows how to make a real man's deal. Jake rolls his eyes. Fine. Deal. The boys spend the rest of the night under the covers munching on their candies as they eventually fall asleep to the sound of old slasher flicks playing on the TV. What an incredible story. Wow.